Hello, my name is Dr. Wendell Ray. I'm a professor at the University of Louisiana at Monroe Marriage and Family Therapy Clinic. I am also a senior research fellow at the Mental Research Institute in Palo Alto, California. And I am delighted to have been uh, a speaker at this incredible first conference in Romania of systemic family therapy in Cluj. It was a fantastic conference, 3 days long, full of some of the most relevant presentations from presenters from all over the world. And I cannot tell you how exciting it was to be here, to talk to one another and learn from one another different ways of thinking within systemic practice.
To me, has been an amazingly rich conference of ideas, looking back, talking about the present, and looking forward. My own keynote address was looking at developments in couple psychoanalytic and systemic practice, past, present, and future. And what I was trying to do in this particular presentation was to think about the links between psychoanalytic and systemic, and to ask questions about where we've got to in our thinking, how much these two theories can be good neighbors, how much we keep them apart. And I was also trying to link them to some new dialogue, some new developments in the field relating to work with same-sex couples, and also around the theme of domestic violence, where quite a lot of new developments have taken place. Some of the other presenters spoke about loyalty and about accommodation, and for me these two words speak to the wish to join things up, to connect things rather than keeping them separate, because it's through connection that we find the meaning and also the possibility of change. So I have really enjoyed being here and listening to the presenters, listening to the conversations of all of the participants, and I've learned a lot, and I hope the other attendees have also learned a lot. Thank you very much.
I'm so glad to sum up the conference, which was a very good and exciting experience. The theme of the conference was really going through past history till today to look at the development of family therapy. And my workshop brought up the topic of use of self of the therapist. And though the use of self of therapy today, of the therapist today, is different from how therapists used themselves at the beginning of therapy and family therapy, still the topic or the issue of how can we use ourselves in therapy and how do we train our students to be able to use themselves in therapy seems to me very important. And I hope I made my contribution, and it will be still an open topic to explore and to learn. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Maria Borcha. I'm the current president of the European Family Therapy Association, and I would like to thank the organizers of this conference to be invited to this conference as a speaker and also part of the audience. I think this conference was a major contribution also for the systemic therapists here in Romania, and I wish from my heart that the systemic therapy approach is going to be more and more part of the everyday practice in psychotherapy and psychosocial work in general in Romania, as it is shown, proved that it's an evidence-based approach for treating adults and children and youth. So good luck, and see you next time. Thank you very much.
This really has been a superb conference, and we are really appreciative of Annika and the whole team, this big team that have put so much into it. And that wasn't just the presentations, but the whole organization has been very smooth. And it's been really rewarding to meet so many enthusiastic, positive, friendly people of the staff and also of the other speakers. There were so many riches. But I thought in short time I'll just say something about what I try to do in my keynote and my workshop. The two were totally different topics, but had the same kind of intention with them, and that is to take examples in the keynote from research and to describe a whole variety of different ways that therapists and trainers could engage with research. And too many, probably, but my idea was that just to lay out, to show that there is a whole lot of options about how to engage, not to teach any of those, but to give enough of an idea that participants might go out and find their own relationship with research, the things that excite them, and take them forward. And in the same way, in the workshop, I tried to take some examples from current systemic work that's outside of our field, in particular one, anticipatory systems, show how it connected to our own work, which goes back to the 60s. And a lot of it could be seen in those ways. But just as an example of, if you go into the systemic arena, you'll find your own things that chime, that resonate with what you're interested in. So I hope out of these, people didn't feel overwhelmed with too much, but just encouraged to think there's a lot out there. Let's go out and find some more of it for ourselves. And that was that intention. So again, thanks to Annika and the team for such a brilliant conference. And it absolutely has to happen again and again. So thanks.